Hi, Stampin' Friends. Surprise. I think it's always a surprise now when I have a live video. Just checking to see if this came up. I do still plan to pop on here once in a while. I miss designing and sharing. But my focus has been mostly on taking care of my customers and team now. So it's just hard to justify spending time without a lot of sales. But the videos do kind of take a lot of time and then blog time. So I do appreciate the growth in followers and likes though. So, and I do plan to do some videos once in a while. Okay, this looks okay. Let me just, okay, turn that off. There we go. All right, so hopefully some of you find me, and having said that, I do still have a website and online store. Very much appreciate the customers who are loyal, and I do send a handmade card and a small gift for orders over $35. This month it's a spool of iridescent stripe trim. If your order is under $150, please use the host code. It's shown on the right side of my website, and it's here. That helps me pay for those gifts. So I'm not in a race to give away the most stuff. I've said it before. I'm not going to compete that way, but I do share a small gift from the rewards I receive. And a new thing, you can also support me by using an affiliate link. It'll be to a product I show later in the video. Stay tuned for that. I want to get on with the project I have. Although, let me say this, couple of announcements. If you're shopping this month, we have currently a 3-day stamp sale, October 7th through 9th. That's today through Wednesday. 15% off the stamp sets in the annual catalog, and you can see them in the online store. Kits are also up to 30% off this month. And this month you can join for $99 and get an extra $30 in product. So you're picking the product you want up to the value of $155 and paying $99, and shipping is included. So that's an extra $30 this month if you are interested in joining. There's no obligation beyond the starter kit to purchase anything. Okay, so let's get on with the project. I've been holding on to this project this summer, waiting for some fun holiday supplies. And let's see, we made it in my team meeting back in May. And it would be great for birthdays too. We made it as a graduation card with the bird's eye view here. It says congratulations on the side, and it's a gift card holder. So this pulls out, and it's a little pocket here for a gift card. You can stamp or write on the back. This is half of one of our envelopes. And it takes advantage of one of our new tab punches. This Keeping Tabs set has a coordinating punch. Now, the thing I like about this project, I'll show you some other examples. It's a project you don't have to have these specific tools for. You can use something else for a pool. You can use your own designer paper and theme stuff. So let me just show you the construction, and you can make it however you want. Now, I do have some great new holiday stuff. So I made it with this Christmas Friends bundle, which is so cute from the mini. I used the polar bear. I have also, you see in the background, this designer paper. Now, this is a set of papers that I have kind of used most of. This is a little bit festive DSP, and it comes with some sheets, 12 by 12 sheets of designer paper. This is all I have left. And then it has these great kind of punch out ephemera kind of pieces, like all different kinds of, there's some larger cards. There's a lot of little shapes. Here's like some candy canes. Gosh, I've got a bunch of things punched out here, so it's kind of jumbling up the view. Here's a wreath. There are 3 sheets of this kind of punch out stuff. Let me just show you an example of how I used it. Maybe that would be better. I also made this same kind of gift card holder with some of those punched out pieces. Okay, so this truck was one of the pieces there. This is the designer paper that was in the back, you know, one of the 12 by 12 sheets. And, oh, I didn't put anything on the inside. And then I also used those larger cards. Now, in order to use the dimension, the cards are 1/4 inch longer than the DSP I'm using here and here. So I actually just bumped up the dimension for my overall length of this gift card holder. It still fits in an envelope, maybe a little tighter. So I like this dimension better, but if you want to use these cards, you could make this, instead of cutting the base 5 inch by 8.5 inches, like I'm going to show you, this base is 5 1/4 by 8.5. So I just bumped it up 1/4 inch. And let's see, I also have one with reindeer fun here. So these are really fun to make. So obviously you can use what you have. What I love the best lately are these large circle dies, Spotlight on Nature dies. They are great with these different like kind of pierced edges. So I guess that is the one constant through the projects I made here. Okay, but let's get going. We're gonna make this one, and obviously I'll show pictures of all these on my website so you can get more ideas, but you can use what you have. All right, so starting with a piece of cardstock that measures 5 inches by 8.5 inches, and it's scored at 4 1/8. Okay, so remember, if you're making that wider one or need to fit this longer card, instead of 5 inches wide, go to 5 1/4. All right, so, and you can obviously change these projects up like that for lots of different reasons. Okay, but we'll get the idea of the construction. So I'm going to go ahead and burnish those score lines. And I am putting tear-in tape on both sides of this tab, and you'll see why. That kind of helps. Instead of having a completely loose open tube here, because this is just a sleeve, it's kind of tucked tight at the bottom, and then the pocket that we're lodging in there doesn't fall down to the bottom. It's just a nice rest for this pocket size that we've made. Okay, so you'll see how that works. So I'm going to put the tear-in tape on both sides of this tab. I'm not going to seal this up yet. I'm going to use my punch to make the notches first, and I'll show you how I do that. I don't like to punch through multiple layers at a time if I don't have to. So what I'm gonna do, okay, so this is gonna be my sleeve, and I need a notch over here. I'm gonna look at this 4-inch width. I'm using my grid paper here. Make a little pencil mark at the center, and also I'm using a 1-inch circle, so I'm going to mark a 1/2 inch out from each side so I can center my punch. I know it always looks like you can eyeball it, and it looks great when you eyeball it until after you punch it. Then you can see how off center you are. So I'm just like that. I'd rather just measure it and have it in the center and not be frustrated. Okay, so there's the notch in my base, and I have a piece of designer paper. This is that a little bit festive designer paper that measures 3 3/4 by 4 3/4, and I'm going to attach that to the front, and then I'm going to go ahead and nip out that little excess DSP there after it's attached. I'll just be careful not to put glue there. But my new my great new tool that I love for gluing is this precision glue press from My Sweet Petunia, and that's what I mentioned at the beginning of the video. I'll have a link to this site, and if you're shopping for this and use my affiliate link, I may get a commission from that. It's no extra cost to you. So I'm going to try doing that to see if I can, you know, generate a little more income from this craft. So that's just another way to support me. And you'll see at My Sweet Petunia, if you don't have a good stamp positioning tool, there are also the people that sell MISTI. That I'll show in a future video, but that's also available there. But anyway, this glue press is like a little gun, and just with a really light touch on this trigger, you can just squeeze out a little line of glue. It's very fine for your you know, small dies. And like I said, I'm going to avoid this area where my notch is going to be. Okay, after you've used it, instead of putting a pin in the tip, you set the holder down into this stand, and the tip lodges up against this silicone mat so that it doesn't spill out and it doesn't clog because it can't dry. Okay, so I just, while I'm working during the day, I just leave that on my desk like so. Here's the cap. When I want to close it up for the night, it has a little pin in it, and you can screw the cap on. You could leave it overnight though too. You might have a little glue dot there just from the tip, but it's just a really nice way to keep glue ready and neat, and it's a very light touch to put out that glue. Oh, I should glue this on, right, since it's ready. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to put that on there. This comes with 2 different bottles. One has this very fine tip that I'm using, and it comes full of Nuvo glue, which is a nice glue. I like that glue too. It comes with an empty bottle that has a slightly larger tip. Sometimes I do this if I'm doing a lot of attaching of layers with the larger tip, and you can fill it with whatever glue you like. You could use the Tombow or yeah, whatever you like. So anyway, yeah, just been really happy with that. All right, so like I said, I'm gonna notch this out, and then I'm gonna go ahead and reveal the adhesive here. And like I said, this is gonna make it so it's a little narrower, tighter tunnel or sleeve here for my pocket. Okay, so I've taken the adhesive is exposed on both sides of that tab, and now I've got my sleeve. All right, so to make the pocket for the inside, like I said, that is one of our regular envelopes. I'm just going to seal it and get my trimmer. Oops. And cut it at halfway. So this will be, this envelope will be good for 2 projects. I'm cutting it at 2 7/8 inches. Okay, so now I have the pocket for my gift card. And I have a piece of designer paper that I'm just going to glue right over the flap to cover up those seams. Okay, so again, this is great. The glue is always in the tip, ready to go. And I will have that link in my YouTube video when I transfer this video to YouTube, and also on my website at buckeyeinklings.com. Okay, so this is the piece that's going to slide in here. I'm just going to kind of put it in place here. We're going to make a little tab from that cute Keeping Tabs bundle. I am going to, on this one, I'm going to change this up a little bit. I will get my Pool Party ink, and I'm going to stamp Have a Very Merry Christmas on the tab for this one. Let's see how we like that. So I'm inking up one of those tab stamps. I'm going to stamp off so it's pretty light. And then I'm going to go over that with the greeting. This is in Christmas Friends. Have a very Merry Christmas. And I'll just do that in red. Oh, I probably should have done the greeting first. That would have been easier to center. Let's see. Oh, I did pretty good there. Haha, I do have a note here that says do the greeting first. But I made it. I made it all right. Okay, so punch that out and use this as my tab. Okay, so this punched piece, you just fold over and match up the edges. You can burnish it. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to attach it here, but I'm going to have a dimensional so that when it slides into place over the front, it goes over the front of my sleeve. Okay, so I'm going to put a little glue on the back so that it is flat and attached to the envelope on the back. And keep in mind, you can do more to this if you want to put like a to from or write a message there. Okay, so I'm going to have a little glue here on the back. And then I'm going to, I'll put a dimensional just close to the edge here where I know I want this little pocket piece to slide right into that notch. Okay, so I'm going to reveal that adhesive and kind of put this over the edge. I've got it not quite, little bit of the corner sticking out here from the edge. You can play with that to see where you like the where you like that to land, where you like this to slide in. Oh, what's getting hit? Oh, sorry, I didn't press down the back. Okay. So that is your construction, and now we're just decorating. All right, so like I said, I've got these great eclectic, no, not eclectic, Spotlight on Nature dies. And I've pre-made some of these pieces. So I did the bear a little different. Instead of Have a Very Merry Christmas, I'm gonna try popping him up with a little little greeting bubble there. And let's see, I've got the tree ready to go. And I made some presents. Now I made the presents with this great festive glimmer paper. This is in the mini catalog, and it comes in 3 colors. You can see the lime green here, the red. What's the third color? Let me see. I have it here. Oh, and the darker green. Here's a look at that. So that's just a nice little glimmer paper, specialty paper for these kind of special pieces. And I'm going to pop up the one present. Let's see, I will pop this up on the Misty Moonlight circle. And I'm going to pop the bear up. Let's see, his bottom might be hanging over. Let's be careful where we put those. And then this was also some of the dies. There's a word bubble and these little music notes. So I used those for this one. Super cute. All right. And I will just attach that to the front. And there we have this cute little gift card holder. Of course, that's your pocket for, let's see if I have a gift card here. Pocket for your gift card. And this fits in an envelope, especially the smaller one, but even this one that was a little longer will fit in a regular envelope. Okay, so here we have them. Let me just lay them out, the different ones. Like I said, if you don't want to make all these fussy pieces, that a little bit festive DSP might be for you, because there's a lot of great pieces already ready, like this ornament and the truck here. Here's one with Reindeer Fun, and then of course my very first one that we made in our team meeting was with Bird's Eye View here. Okay, so there's a look at all of them. Again, thanks so much for your support in any way, following, liking, shopping. I'll have that new link if you're interested in the glue press. This is something I've really come to love. So I will only put on affiliate links for things I actually use and like. And that, just going to try that out. That'll be my first one. So thanks so much. This will be on my website with dimensions and still pictures if you want to have an easier look at, you know, what all you need to cut. That's BuckeyeInklings.com. And I will hopefully see you again soon. Thanks so much.